Never trust a Hollywood plant. I'm going to repeat it again. Never, ever trust anybody tied back to Hollywood, no matter what stance they might appear to take. They'll end up making you follow a controlled celebrity tied back to Hollywood, and then they can easily smear the celebrity and make them look like a fool, and then in turn make you look like a fool for following them. And somebody like Russell Horseface Brand, never in a million years would I ever trust a word that comes out of his mouth. Not just him, but any Hollywood puppet. And I recommend you don't either.
Here's how easy it is to find out whether someone's a shill or not. 4.5 million subs. Last video she made, Candace Owens and Russell Brand. Well, I think that concludes my investigation. She's a fucking shill. Do I need to go any further? So as far as I'm concerned, that's how easy it is to research whether or not someone's a shill. I don't know shit about Candace Owens, but I just went to her YouTube page and I see her with Russell motherfucking Brand. Now I know a thing or two about Russell motherfucking Brand. I know he's got satanic Masonic tattoos on his body. I know he flashes the 666 hand sign a lot. I know he talks out of his ass without really saying anything. And I know he came out against the jib jab and convinced people that he's some sort of truther. But he never actually goes on screen like your boy and breaks down any actual fucking psychological operations. Only a shill would interview Russell Brand. I don't got to go any further, really. Only a shill is put in this position. And Russell Brand is not going to do an interview where he doesn't know what he's going to be asked. So that means the questions are thought of beforehand and the answers are thought of beforehand. They may have even did a practice run. So it's not fucking real. It's a scripted interview. So if you're doing a scripted interview with Russell Brand, then that means you are in the big club. And you are a shill. And I don't want anything to do with you. I don't even need to dig into her background any further. That's as far as I need to motherfucking go. Her last video. They're using this character who's been around a lot longer and expose his fan base to this character so that you can cross-pollinate and cross-promote each other here. Strengthen their roles on the world stage.
You could pretend it's like that it's Candace's hand, it's madness, it doesn't make sense. Oh no, what you doing? Hey, are you having a better time with your own economic model? Is it working better for you?
He's so funny. Did you see how he did that voice? Oh, I'm going to talk like this with my hand. Economic something or another. Ha ha ha. Funny. It's almost like he's trying to do an Elmo voice, but it's not as good as Elmo. Like he made up his own fucking version of Elmo, but he's whipping off Elmo without giving credit to Elmo. Hey, you fucking British Nancy boy! Never whip Elmo off again, or Elmo will exterminate your fucking British Nancy bitch ass, bitch! Now that's comedy.
Yeah. Why don't you do what I ask you?
You would be a very fun dad.
You know what I think, Candace? The word parent and the word parentheses like brackets, you're holding them. Don't interfere with them. Let them grow. Let them be who they are. Just keep enough space around them so the state doesn't get in there and turn them into little freaks or weirdos. Or
having children is like putting parentheses in brackets around words, and you can type them on the screen with your little mouse, and you can drag them around on the screen. And what you need to do is then you need to write a script with the assistance of ChatGPT and a team full of writers, and they can come up with what your children should do and who they should be and why they should be what they should be in vertice. And you know, it's true. I can do this to you. I can hypnotically talk about nothing while making it sound like I'm saying something. I can waste your time, minutes of your life gone forever. You'll never ever get these minutes back. And at the end of this sentence, you'll feel like I have said something profound when all I have done is said absolutely nothing at all. That's what I hear when I fucking hear him talk. It's like you're wasting my time saying nothing, but you're making it sound eloquent with your fucking British Nancy boy voice. So here's an example of Russell Brand saying a bunch of long or big words and just stringing together this big ongoing sentence. And it sounds like he's going somewhere with it. But then when he finally finishes, it's like he just said a bunch of fucking bullshit word salad. Listen very closely.
Is on the move in our culture, that Christ has wearied of these false taxonomies of this left and right, ideas born out of industrialization and mechanization and the concomitant social movements that...
Whoa! Industrialization and mechanization and the concomitant social movements. You see how he fucking will start a sentence like that? So it's almost like you have to like be a person who like thinks that large vocabulary equals smart. And if you hear somebody who strings together a bunch of big words, then you have to assume he must be saying something intelligent. But he's not.
Out of industrialization and mechanization and the concomitant social movements that are no longer relevant as we stand on the precipice of the third great anthropological revolution, technological revolution at scale, that means that attention, consciousness itself could be commanded in previously inconceivable ways. All things come from him. Our Father in heaven, that is the same 1,000 years ago as he will be tomorrow. He that is outside of time. And what I feel might be our challenge is for us to be messengers of this deep truth, that the technology that currently exists can be used to create a kind of diaspora, a mass decentralization. There is no requirement for centralized institutions, either economic and private, commercial, or state bureaucratic, that there was 100 years ago or 500 years ago. That this is
See what I'm fucking saying? He just keeps stringing together this long ass sentence to where you have to be a fucking retarded idiot to continue following along with that and think that he's intelligent. But he's able to hypnotize sheep with all those words into thinking that he's made some profound statement. Incongruent in conjunction with the biological invertices, we stand alone, in time, imperceivable, in construction with this conjunction, in nature, imperceivably unknown, incongruent to the undefying, underlying, under premises, underneath the inside elements of this global confound of this construct inside this compound. We inevitably, evolutionally, logically, disassociatively, incongruitively, decisively, indiscriminatively, conjunctiogruiniviate with indecipherabilities, right? It's like, dude, what are you even fucking saying? I'm rigged here, says Brand translates for Stephen Hawking with a bunch of over-the-top vocab not meaning anything. Okay, let me give this a go here. Stephen Hawking says that the global compromises of the conglomerate media corporations, in compromises with association and associated to, the reputation of the repuform of this indecision, indiscrimination of this great nation. However, as we walk along in this time, we must realize that we are being discriminated in this nation in the verbal compromises of the divertices. And we must realize in revelation with retaliation, we must understand this incorporation, in conjunction, in combustion with the diabolical diatribe of the invertices, compromises, invertilitives, and evidences. That's exactly what Stephen Hawking said, word for word,